Hello, and welcome to your child's Pre-IB ChemPhys course. I'm Peter Semi-Taught, and I'll be teaching the course for the year. I apologize for not being able to be here in person. My family and I are currently on our way to see some doctors at Sloan Kettering in New York to get a treatment planned for my wife. But I'm planning on telling you about myself, about the course that your child will be taking, and the ways to get in contact with me over the course of the year. One thing I wanted to make you aware of before I go too far is that if you see me in person, more likely than not, you'll find me wearing these funny glasses. The reason for that is that last spring I suffered a concussion and I still have some lingering visual and auditory processing issues. So just giving you a heads up on that. And the kids are pretty familiar with me wearing these throughout the day. The other thing that might occur from that is I tend to shut down some behaviors in class pretty quickly that can be challenging to deal with in terms of auditory processing. So just a heads up on that. So a little about myself. This is my 7th year in Boulder Valley, my 4th year at Fairview High School. Before I was at Fairview, I taught at a few middle schools and high schools throughout the district. And before moving to Boulder, my wife and I came from Nevada, where we got our undergraduate degrees. My undergraduate degree was in hydrology, and then I worked for a few years for the Desert Research Institute and the National Park Service before we got married and moved out here. So in my free time, I enjoy woodworking. We do a lot of traveling, hiking, fishing when I can get time for that. And I have a 3-year-old daughter, so that keeps us real busy too. As far as the course itself, this course was originally designed to be the first semester of IB Chemistry and IB Physics. It's being re-envisioned a bit in terms of a step away from a focus on a list of knowledge, content knowledge, right? Things that you might just be more factual based, and a shift towards process of science and the skills of problem solving and critical thinking. We really want kids to be able to engage with material, to provide evidence for things, to question, right, the reasons that they believe something is the way that it is. So in that sense, we're looking to build a strong conceptual understanding of the fundamentals of chemistry and physics, and giving your child an opportunity to apply those to the broader world and build an understanding of how things work using just those basic fundamentals. The best advice I can give for your child to be successful in the course is to encourage them to be actively engaging in the discussions that go on in class, in the materials that we're working with. I know it's easy to come to a class and be a passive learner, and some of us have almost been trained to do that. But the only way to really get at the deeper conceptual understandings is to grapple with them, to make mistakes, to put your ideas out there. And so it's only by really taking the time to think about the challenging things that the greater understandings occur. So just encourage them to actively participate and interact with their peers and with what's going on in class. Get a hold of me is pretty much always going to be email. I'm really good about responding to emails as soon as I'm kind of able to get to a device to do that. So if you do want to get a hold of me, you can always send me an email at peter.semitaught@bbsde.org. And if you want to find out more about the course and what's going on, what things are due for your child, the fairviewhs.org website is the portal for all the classroom materials, the digital resources that I provide as reference and things like that. There's no book for the course, but there will be a lot of information provided on the website, so that's a great place to visit pretty regularly. Thanks for coming.